All right, man. It's now the top of the hour. You're now tuned into Imperfect Sense right here on UnifiedRadio.tv.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of four hosts. I'll go by the name of Eric E. Mr. Dawson, whatever it is you call me, but please, I beg of you, do not call me a midget. And I'm going to go ahead and let the good brothers go around the table and introduce themselves.
Henrik Fly, back where I ain't never left.
You know what it is, flesh a day, all day, every day.
Yeah, here you go. I gotta go at both of them.
Yeah, it's already.
But you already know, man. It's Conway.
Man, the laughter has already started, man. It seems like the energy level is up, man. How y'all doing this afternoon?
Real great, man.
We good. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, man. Look, everybody. Look. Anybody want to do the disclaimer, or should I do the disclaimer?
You go and do the disclaimer. It sound kind of handicapped last time we did it. You know?
He said he stumbled over the disclaimer like he's throwing shots. He's throwing shots already.
I ain't throwing shots, man.
He's throwing shots already. But look, everybody that's listening or looking at us on YouTube, look, this is what's going to happen. If you are sensitive about your gender, race, religion, what else?
Sexual orientation.
Yeah, sexual orientation, like
Politics.
This is not the show for you. We're gonna say what we want, man. We got, we're very opinionated. Some of the stuff may be a little ratchet, for your ears. So if you're sensitive like that, you will not Me Too movement any of us around here. This is our platform, man. We're gonna definitely do our thing. So if you continue to watch, please don't complain later. This is what we do. We're going to sit up here and we're going to give our perspective on different views and everything that's going on in the world. That's why it's called Imperfect Sense, man. We got four brothers around the table giving their point of view. And it may not make sense to any of y'all, but it makes perfect sense to us.
Yep.
So with that being said, man, we're going to get right into it. I'm not even going to tell y'all what the topic is because, you probably read it already. So look, right, we talking about, our young ladies out here.
Yeah.
Starting to drop like flies, like
ain't no starting. They drop.
They dropping like flies.
Baltimore been on fire, knocking these women down for whatever reason. I don't know what's up with these dudes out here, man. But they need to be checked.
Yeah,
you know what it is? They're putting on their big man pants and doing big man things. And
nah, they doing coward, sucker ass shit.
No, these women out here putting on big man pants because they think they have to put up for what that man do when he get locked up, and then you get caught in the game. And out here today, people don't care about your woman.
This one I'm understanding. Like, if I was a guy that was in the street, and I love my woman, then by all means, I'm not putting my woman, family, or child in danger. If I'm out there being a soldier in the street, let me go be a soldier in the street. I don't need her being an ally to me in the street. I don't need her running packs for me, holding guns for me, setting people up. Y'all dealing with men out here that's setting y'all up. Like, they out here living foul, and you're helping them. You're perpetuating his lifestyle. And you know what happens? Real street shit, when a guy can't get to your man, he's coming for your ass.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
And you got the ones, though, that's thinking they are men, that's actually doing the killings. What you mean? Thinking they all man? Women that's doing the killing?
The Dykes. Yeah, Snoop. You think they been playing Snoop from the wire out there?
You've seen it. Most of them that been locked up in the last year and a half, they've been. It's been 15 of them since I counted that were nigga girls. Well, I mean man girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The ones buying all the tank tops.
The ones buying my tank top.
Right.
They actually been bodying dudes.
Huh? They had a whole clique last year called like some Dom 100 gang or something.
I can say.
I didn't even know that.
The last 3 years,
I've been
like
out of service for a minute, man.
The last 3 years, I've seen some of the most attractive women gunned down.
Yeah.
And that lets me know the type of licks they running out here. They luring these men with their looks. And their body, getting them set up, and you know what? I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but where we're at in Baltimore is a very, very small city.
Yes.
And social media makes it even more smaller.
Yes,
so at any given time, you can see anybody that you had a problem with. So I don't understand, you know.
Walmart.
Yeah, I mean the mall, like everything is within a 15-minute radius. Like you go down North Avenue one way, you're east, you come back, you're west. Cold Spring, Monroe, like all of these streets, everything is connected. So my thing is, when people are setting people up, I'm trying to understand what's the mindset of thinking that they won't get caught, especially these young ladies. Like
I don't know, maybe they might think they might get a slide because they are female.
No,
nowadays this is like
no filter. Nobody has no filter. Like
the street like
no code anymore.
Don't have no code anymore. It been ain't had no code for a long time.
Some of the people that's been like murdered that was females recently, some of them really probably think it was a code for the simple fact most of them are at age that when it was a code when women were like not touched, like you know what I mean, or. If
that
a woman
used to
was
be
the code.
that used to be cold. You couldn't shoot in crowds of children. You couldn't kill on Sundays.
Yep.
You couldn't do none of that. Now all of that shit is out the window.
You used to have safe zones like schools,
churches,
playgrounds.
Yeah, where the safe zones at? There's no safe zones.
There's no safe zones. And I remember back in the day, you would have never seen a female out there in the game like that because it was male dominant. You know what I'm saying? And this is how it used to be when you had the OGs out there.
Equality messed it up.
Yeah, it was.
Equality messed it up.
You saying equality for women messed it up?
Yo, just think about it, right? And there's not no shot at no women. You know what I'm saying? It's just like women started to think that everything that we do, they can do better.
Yeah.
And that was instilled in everybody from elementary school. But now that these movements came up, and women are now feeling though that I can do what you can do, but if you touch me. This is gonna be hot. No, when you jumped into that street, it's no Me Too movement. It's no Bill Cosby laws or none of that.
Yeah, because a lot of these dudes out here, they don't have no conscience. They not raised with no values of respecting a woman.
Agreed.
It's just you want to play this game? You the same as me. And
But
if I got to pop a dude in the head, I'm popping you too. You shouldn't be playing the game.
And that's the thing about the game. You can't have no emotion in it. There's no emotion in that shit, man. I mean, as soon as you can be cool with somebody, you can smile them in their face. You can turn up behind their back and pop them in their head.
I knew the game was over. I mean, a couple of days ago, a young lady, she got shot and she was pushing a stroller.
Oh yeah,
No, they don't. It's like
that's that was right up on
that was Roll.
Roll Lanes by Roll Street. Yeah, she was pushing a stroller when they popped her, man.
And but you should have thought about that when the young lady was killed. The end of last year because somebody had stole our kid's bike. She called the police to try to see what's going on.
Oh,
and they came back and killed her.
Yeah.
I mean,
because she called the police.
Yeah.
Whoever did that, you a bitch.
No, what's funny?
Say you're a bitch.
People try to say they killed her because she was snitching, and I had to explain to somebody that's not snitching. Because if your car gets stolen, you call the police. Her kids, if no man's in our life or in our kid's life, the next person that she should call out to is person that patrols and serve and protect.
But if she don't live that type of lifestyle,
right?
Why is she even living by that code? That's what I don't understand.
Oh, but it's because people out here retarded.
These suckers are holding her to that code, and that does not apply to her. Right. And that's the sucker shit. I keep on saying, I wish we had some OGs in the game to teach the game.
No, but it's
the OGs gone, bro.
They are.
Martin O'Malley. You got the OGs. Keep it a thing. Martin O'Malley is the reason why the streets is the way it is right now.
So you blaming the streets starting with him?
Yo, just think about it. Well, Sucker Smoke, and then Martin O'Malley. Yeah, if y'all don't know, that's Kurt. It was Sucker Smoke and Martin O'Malley, right? Sucker Smoke started the whole getting the kids out of the wrecks, so they started closing them, turning them power centers, which pushed a lot of the youth into the street. Sucker O'Malley came to clean it up because now, you got more people on the street, so we're gonna start doing these big raids. I'm gonna go out here on the trash truck, see if y'all stupid enough knowing that we don't watch TV because we outside, and I'm gonna start saying if you can sell to me. Now all my OGs are locked up or doing life sentences. So now the next person in line is this 16-year-old boy who was just trying to get in the game. Now you don't have no direction. Now without the direction, now it's I think that's what they would have did. Or I don't have no contact with my OG because he all in East Boomerfuck. Yeah. So I can't write him because I don't know the exact address. My mother won't let me write him because she like, why you need a stamp to write somebody that was out here to teach you wrong? So now, it's free game. Yeah. So all the OGs are gone. You have, my little boy on my block told me, yeah, my OG told me to come down here and holler at you because he said you know how to fix bikes.
His OG probably 17
too. His OG literally 16 years old. Yeah. I said, who your OG? He came down the street, was like, what's up, big homie?
Wow. OG in the 10th grade. Let me ask y'all a question though. When we came up in the 80s and 90s, the public perception for us being the way that we are in the ghettos with the whole drug dealing culture and the way that we came up, they always blamed it on, these rap records, which I never wait a minute, that I never believe. We all know that shit is entertainment. Yeah. And a lot of drug dealers that we came up said their inspiration came from Scarface, watching movies like that. Right. Yeah. So my question now is the gangster bitch lifestyle, right, that a lot of these young ladies live in, is this something that's being perpetuated or glorified on what is now everyday TV called Instagram, Snapchat, because they see the chick walking around, she walking around like she a boss because she got the hottest bag and she out here telling people what to do when she living like that. Is that being glorified? Is that what they saying?
I mean, of course that's life. I mean, of course it's being glorified. You got to realize, like, when I think back, when you were saying that, I thought back to, I never really thought about this, but think about Set It Off, the way Queen Latifah carried herself in that movie. She played a good ass role doing
that's the New Jersey living.
I'm not saying that. Shout out to Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey.
I'm not saying that that's the reason why a lot of stuff started, but that type of behavior, negativity is glorified, and that type of behavior, it was some females out there that probably was feeling like that, and then over time, as society started getting more and more comfortable, like you said, in the women's movement, and women, it's good that everything that they got done for them moving forward. Just as much as the good was moving forward,
a lot of the cons,
a lot of the bad was coming. A lot of the bad was coming too. And I think that right now, this is where we at with it. Because think about it, even in The Wire, Snoop played the hell out of her role.
Right,
I love her role to death. But
Snoop was a real life situation.
But that's what I'm saying though. But it was put on a big screen.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
It was put on a big screen, and some young girls could have looked at that like that. They're still living that type of lifestyle in the way they operate. Just like that's me right there, and just glorified.
Yeah, I mean the things I see, like I feel like when it comes to this social media shit, the comments that I see a lot of these young ladies leave, it make me feel like I'm a dinosaur, like I'm outdated. Because the way that they talk,
I just found out with no
isn't the way that I came up. That wasn't a way that wasn't a woman that I would be attracted to. Like some of the ignorant shit they say out their mouth.
They say a lot of ignorant shit.
Yeah, but they say a lot of shit that when I came up I heard dudes saying. And I'm like
I just saying,
what era is this? Like
straight tweet something out, and I was like, I had to go and look at the picture, and I was like, oh, this is a chick. Like, that's great. I can't say what she said, but I was told it was a whole dude.
I'm about to spin the block. If I get locked up, I'm gonna be 10 toes down.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yo, what type of whores are you?
Because she said she basically straight said, I'm leaving my imprint here now. I'm about to fill up my 30, and when I kick the door in, I'm doing everybody 30. I thought she was rapping. But then I started going down the feed. She going back and forth with somebody else, and then she dropping location. I said, "Oh,
yeah, I'm not gonna deal with a woman that's holding the pack.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
She really out here busting down.
As a man,
definitely got the
as a man, I'm gonna tell you. You know how we came up, man. As a man, I don't take a threat lightly.
At all.
At all. So it's not gonna be like you say, you gonna give me lip service, and then you see me out there And I see you out there.
But they
let's be
on site.
Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, it's not like you can call the police and you're gonna be protected. You know, it's not like that's going to happen, especially if you ain't trying to run from your neighborhood.
Well, a lot of them that's out here living that they shit. You better not call me. I'm gonna shoot your ass. Like, wait a minute, like I'm the guy. Like,
you gotta think about
treat me like a bitch. Like,
today's world, like the young boys, they really like, shit. My shorty gonna bang out with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're attracted to that until he get the quarterback that used to play for the Ravens. He got banged out by his girl. Like she bust him down.
Oh, you talking about McNabb?
No, it was a new one. It was a new cat. He was a.
Oh, you talking about the kicker?
Yeah, the kicker.
They got his teeth knocked out.
Oh no, he wasn't like he wasn't making our roster, but that's
no. He had got shot by his girlfriend.
He wasn't taking Tucker's spot.
He was like, no, he was a third string quarterback.
No,
no. That got shot by the girlfriend the other day.
Oh, I didn't hear that story.
Yeah, it was a Ravens football. He was like back when. I think Flacco wasn't even on the team yet. He was like behind. What's his name?
Guess what?
But anyway, he got busted down by a chick.
About him.
But no, the crazy thing about it is
he's a Raven. We don't care about him.
But he got busted down by his girl because when you look at his page before that, like he was indulged in that. Like he liked it. Like, oh, me and my baby busting AKs together. Woo woo. Until she bust you, like they like that, and it go back though.
That whole Bonnie and Clyde.
I was about to
go ahead, brother.
So that whole Bonnie and Clyde thing is coming more relevant now.
Yeah,
bro, I ain't gonna lie though. I like a square, but if somebody kick that door and I ain't home, she's supposed to keep that door closed. You hear me?
Well, yeah, she's supposed to keep it closed, but she ain't supposed to be like, oh, you ain't bring home no milk, I'm gonna stab you. Like, no, she ain't supposed to be like that. Yeah. Like, bitch, you ain't bring home the milk? Okay, I bet you get cut when you come in.
But you know what else I want to give this glorification to, though? Like, you brought up The Wire, which is crazy good. But I just want to, because I do a lot of, like, different looks into stuff. Yo, R.I.P. Big Ange, right? Have y'all ever noticed, like, when that show was on?
Mob
Wives?
Okay.
How many women in the urban community just loved it? Like, they loved it to the point where it glorified it, right? Not only that it glorified it, it still went to the point where you still have young girls today who will have that like say Keisha, Big Ann, something. They glorify it, and then they put on the mob children, and then we found out that Tattoo Baby is related to a big mobster who father was a big mobster.
I'm gonna tell you
another
thing.
And these kids are actually loving it.
I'm gonna tell you another thing what they're attracted to, which is very rare. We all know, like, I'm a big Remy Ma fan. Right? Big Remy Ma rapper, Remy Ma. She got some trouble years ago.
Hey, look.
Right? Years ago.
He'll up now.
She, was convicted of shooting somebody. I don't know if she did it or not.
Pat,
you know what I'm saying? But
I got you for the BK.
But what I'm saying is she did time.
Yeah.
Right? She did time. She had a man that loved her so much he waited. Right? And first of all, that's 1 in a million situation. These women that look at her situation and think that they're going to be in the same situation she is totally mistaken. She is in a different life. The guy she married, Papoose, who is now her husband, lives a different life. That's an entertainment lifestyle. Them cards are already on the table. Like, you're not living like you're the rapper boyfriend that you're holding down can't even get 1,000 views on SoundCloud, and you think when you get locked up, come on, man.
You gotta think about it. Come on, man. It's a different life.
Yeah.
They can't even hold
and the shout out to Pap and Remy, like,
but that's 1 in a million.
That's
like 1 in a million because that's understanding between that man and that woman, where he said, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna wait for you."
Yeah,
that's true love.
Women don't even wait for men, yo.
I know
they don't, but what I'm saying,
that's why I said it's understanding between.
Yo, hey Pat, I got him after this show.
I'm just saying that's why I say it was so unique because it's understanding between those two to where he said, "Yo, I'm gonna wait for."
I'm waiting. The thing is, nothing never came out about him having a side chick. He just everybody commended him for waiting, and not commend him too.
Because Pat's not in the.
Listen, ain't no chick was gonna fuck with Pat after Remy
just popped her.
Popped the bitch.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Now people are afraid that this is true.
Now, I'll give you
that. Shout out to him.
We're not talking about the other women.
Ain't nobody gonna try to go and say, yo, what's up?
The other women, I mean, women don't want another man that another woman don't have anyway. So they'll take that chance. Like,
hell no.
But you gotta think about it too, though. Remy was part of a whole clique of women that were like,
people held her down.
What they called them?
People held her down.
Yo, the murder, and that was real life.
Well,
the whole murder
squad,
bro.
Okay. There's a dude named Pistol Pete that got a reputation.
But you gotta think about it. The murder mommies had that same.
What I'm saying, outside of all of that, like all of them Google facts that we know, a lot of women.
No, hold up. Say that again for me.
Well, all of the Google facts,
because people gonna go back and try to.
Go ahead, let them go there and looking. But what I'm saying, outside of all of that, that's what women think that is going to happen for them. That's a 1 in a million situation.
Absolutely.
Like in any man who thinks that, you know what, I'm out here, I'm living a street life, my bitch, you know, and I'm only using this in the term, we don't like calling women bitches on here, but that's what they be thinking, my bitch is going to hold me down when I got 10, 15 years is dumb. Because the same woman that you sat up there and wanted to impress with your gangster lifestyle, as soon as you get that time, it's another dude that been sitting there waiting. She ain't waiting 15 years to get that box beat up.
And not happening. And then don't be like, well, you know, I got 15 years. You can go and get with somebody else, just don't marry him. That's dead.
Come on, man. Like, just the whole thought of that.
They talk about you, Wallow. I'm just joking.
But think about how that all changed. Remember at one point you used to say, okay, I get locked up.
Oh man.
I'm just joking, y'all.
Let's focus back.
Let's stay focused.
So let me just say this. So you remember how back in the day, if a dude get locked up and he expect his woman to wait for him. Mm-hmm. How did it change from a dude get locked up to like his woman waiting for him and she might slide with the next dealer to where a dude get locked up and she decide, okay, I'm about to go in and do my own thing. Right. I'm gonna go get my own work.
But that's what they doing now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's none.
Like that's crazy. Because you know we never thought back then.
You know what's crazy though? Mm-hmm. Like the people that's killing them, right? They not even doing what they would do to the men, because why? You can't run up on another street man and hold a convo to get that close. Yeah. These women is jumping out here, right? But still women. Yeah. So me and a woman can have an issue because I know, you came on, you taking my sales. Hey baby, come here, girl. She going, what? Whoop. One shot to the head. Yeah, you know, the only women that got killed is one shot to the head.
That one, that real pretty one, they got shot in the head that they recorded that was going across the internet.
Yeah. Which one is that? The one
with the couple. Yeah, the one down with a
But that's what, and I mean, setting up word on the street said that was a Bonnie and Clyde situation.
That was a Bonnie and Clyde.
I don't know it to be fact. I'm just telling you what the street gossip is. Mm-hmm. That was supposed to be a Bonnie and Clyde situation.
One that got caught said the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not doing it, man. Like it's real life mothers out here putting themselves on the line to be in the street. Like whatever happened to the old time of the nurturing mother? Let me stay home and protect the child.
Yeah, I have no clue, yo, and it's crazy that when you even speak, when I look at comments and you get women that still, you know, like old fashioned, you know, like, you know, taking care of their man and things like that. Yo, women frown upon them, like they get on them.
Yeah,
they really get on them type of women.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because we were just somebody we know. I'm not because this not Sneak This Sunday, so no Sneak This Saturday. So but like it's women out here that really will say, "Oh, this not 1965," but you still want the man to treat you like it's 1965.
It's on their terms.
It's
on their terms. If they want to be, and I said this before, They want to be.
Ain't no one.
They want to be
equally.
They want to be equally able to do what we can do, which is fine. They want to be equally paid what we're paid, which is fine.
But
it's certain things that
I don't care about
they
that.
want to keep old fashioned that they say that we're supposed to do. Like, can't have your yin and your yang. Which way is it going to be?
I mean, they can't have their yin and yang, but they like they said they're going to try for it. I think it's no different with the women's movement. It's no different than how they used to say men try to have their cake and eat it too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being with this girl and being with this girl and
But
going
they
back.
do it all the
It's
time.
just, but what I'm saying is that this is just their wave now. It's their wave in their time.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, that's how I said
it's
it's
their
almost
wave in
like
their time. Ain't
it's
nothing
almost
that-
like
nothing you can do about it. Like the same way how it is
destined
for
to
us,
come.
it's destined to come. How things were with us,
like I said,
that's how it is with them.
It goes back to when they had the right to vote.
It has to run its
It
course.
goes back.
Yeah.
It has to run its course, and then eventually they like,
So you know how things are, man. It's like this. To me, I look at things like if it's wrong or it shouldn't be, it should apply all the time. It shouldn't have it. You know how I say about like the whole situation, how I got on people today, even though it's a little bit on top, I got on people today because of the person getting killed, because of the person getting shot. I said, damn, all that person had to do was put on a uniform, and maybe everybody, the killer, all he had to do was have a police uniform, and then maybe everybody with a kid. And then people try to jump on there and say, oh, they two separate issues. And I say, no, it's not. A life is a life to me. It don't matter who take it. If the life was taken unjust or in the wrong way or for something stupid, I don't care if you're a police officer or a regular person, it shouldn't have never happened. I don't know why people keep thinking that you have to be in a certain position in order for the shit to be justified and not justified.
What they do is they separate it. They'd rather be the judge and the jury instead of the judge and the jury being the one that took the life.
But the thing is, I think it's the comfortability of not being afraid. Because, beforehand, people were afraid of the police. Then after, these multiple riots, things came out, politics, officers couldn't engage. They didn't want it to be another situation to make it look like how it was, back in the day. And over time, things are starting to change. For the better on one end, but you're ignoring the whole fact of the real main issue. It's like, it's simple fact, like these women are dying every single day. These men are dying every single day. And the difference between the comments on social media is, this is crazy. I'm just going to stay in my house. Oh, that's why I only go to work and go home. This is what your comments turn into. But if the individual was a cop, you'd be like, oh, we need to get out here and do something. This ain't right. He needs to be locked up, XYZ. Because the fear is not, because you don't really want to fight for justice and you really don't want to have a revolution for anything because you want to play it safe. You know that you can talk about the police now and ain't shit gonna happen to you. Ain't nobody gonna come shoot up your house.
Well,
but
you can't talk about Keisha up the street.
Yeah, you can't talk about Keisha or Man or somebody that's going. You can't do that because you're afraid that they might come back and retaliate. That's the only difference.
Well, if your nickname Man, I know you're a piece of shit anyway.
But then it's like on the other end too,
Black.
it's just that goes back to what I was saying forever.
You know your boy Black listening to.
I don't blame nobody named Black.
When I go back to what I always said, these movements are trash until it's a movement for everything. I don't care about Black Lives Matter. I don't care about Pookie Live Mattering.
Me too.
I don't care about Me Too Mattering. I don't care about Rainbow Pride Life Mattering.
I agree.
Until everybody
unless
matters, bro.
Unless it's for everybody across the board, that's exactly how I feel.
Well,
I'm with you 100%
It's not
with
going
that.
to get that media attention either, because you know why? It's still happening in the black and brown communities. Once Becky and Julie out in the suburbs start capping each other, then it'll get national attention. Just like the whole, now it's an opioid crisis because it's hit the suburbs. There's been an opioid crisis in the hood.
Exactly.
See, the thing is though, right? Is the difference between the city and the counties, and the urban and the suburban communities. The suburban communities know what and what not to make public, or what and what not to put it at the right times when everybody's watching.
So you saying the suburb areas got more like a public relations
Bro,
person?
if you go
it sounds true.
Because if you go to Harford County, if I could pull up right now, Harford County killings. They just had 7 killings in this week.
But it's a big home buying area, so they ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah,
no, and the crazy thing about it is, it's only 2 blocks down the street from the barracks.
You see what I'm saying? But see, this the crazy part about it is that, and that's how I always felt. Everything don't need to be televised or shown. And in our community, we always want to jump out there, run your mouth, do X, Y, Z when everything's bad, but not realizing that you pumping that. That's why the media is so powerful. You pumping that information out there, and it's only making things worse. All you're doing is putting people in fear, like they always do. They always want to keep us in fear because there's no growth. That's why even before we had the power to even show, our own media and our own true story, that's why always on the news we was always depicted as the bad guys. Mm-hmm. Because they know the power of the media, and everybody persuaded by it.
But not only that, we were scared of the media. Now
we're
taking
scared
back.
of the media?
We were. Just think about it. All right.
Yeah, explain it. Educate me,
let's go
I
way
want to
back.
see how you gonna go with it,
We were scared of the media.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to be in the media. We didn't want to be the media. Yeah, we wanted to say this and do this. We doing it now, except for us and a couple other people. We taking back over what is said and what's being broadcast.
Yeah, bringing out the facts.
Then I take it all the way back to our beloved Martin Luther King. He wanted to be part of the media, right? He wanted to go out there. As soon as you go out there and say, I want to make a stand, I want to tell my peoples this, they kill you. Mm-hmm. People start to get scared of that.
That was back then.
No, that's even now.
Nah.
Because
so you're saying people, if you got a strong voice,
if you got a stronger voice,
you're more of a target.
You're more of a target.
You're more of a target, but I don't think they do the killing. I don't think they would move to killing yet. They can
kill you
what
because
they do first is they tarnish your name with some bullshit or a lie.
And
because all they gotta do is plant the seed of the lie.
Because the lie is way more entertaining than the truth.
Because the black community loved the lie. The black community loved the drama.
That's why, because listen, think about it. Yeah. Think about it. I think that's why certain black women that are in power, why the simple fact that they're a woman, they can't come up with something to try to tear their name down. And I think that's why it's important for us to have the black women that we have in the position that they are in this day and time, because they can't use it's going to be hard for them to try to use a sexual molestation allegation or some type of, or like it's going to be hard for them to do that with a woman. Mm-hmm. So right now we need, but I'm just saying, right now at this day and time,
used to smoke weed.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, right now at this day and time, that's why we need our black women in the positions where they at. Because if it was any of us and we was making noise the way they was making, it's so easy now because of the Me Too movements and other things like that. All you need is an allegation and you're done.
Career's over.
And you're done.
Your career's over.
But I think that's
thanks to the lady in Chicago.
But I'm saying, but I think that's
why.
Yeah.
Because she's a Me Too fuck up. But go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying. But I think that's why things are the way that they are. Us as humans, I always tell people, you can't stop divine intervention. You can't help. You can't stop it. Same way how we were slaves at one point, we wouldn't go be slaves forever because things transition so much that it was nothing anybody can do to keep us there, even up to this point. Since things are going the way they're going with black men and trying to kill us off and tarnish our name, you see what's happening with other major big celebrities and things like that always keep, for some reason, making a movement. As soon as they start talking about making a movement for black people as a whole and move forward, something always
something
always end up happening, and then nobody never questioned, like, why now? Like, what is going on now? And what was that person doing prior to the allegations?
That's why
people know if a black man gets strong and we get strong as a unit on here, we gonna take shit over.
And that's why
especially we can work side by side with our queens.
That's why
exactly.
I didn't respect with what's the gay producer that do she little skinny bald head,
the one to do the shy?
Yeah.
I forget her name.
I didn't respect what she tried to do because she was put in front of a camera and then they brought up, black men artists that's higher, in higher positions like the Denzels, the Will Smiths and all that.
Oh, and she tried
to down them.
Yeah.
But
I didn't hear that. But to me, anybody to try to down Denzel Washington or Will Smith, I don't even understand how you can do that.
Step up.
She wanted them to step up, but the crazy thing about it is what I didn't respect.
Step up about what?
Because they independent. They don't help. She said they didn't. She didn't think they help independent black producers, but they do.
Yeah, but they do. But they do on the low. And the reason why I have a problem with what she said is because it seems like every time when they stick a camera in some of these black folks' face,
women,
they always want to go in and shit on another black person.
Yeah, but
I can't stand
exactly.
it.
But you know, but the crazy part to me is,
let's go back to what I was saying.
But one thing our people have got to stop doing is trying to tear down another black person when they make it to a place. You got to understand, in order for Will Smith to get where he was at, a lot of white people like Will Smith. A lot of white people with power like Will Smith. It wasn't a color thing with them. And the relationships that he had was not a color thing with them. He got to his position because of his hard work and the effort that he put in. And you're going to try to have this man burn him down because he doesn't fit, quote unquote, your standards of helping out blacks.
No, that's because he's not that because it didn't fit the quota of being a puppet to this woke shit. When you woke now today, to me,
you just got everything anti-white.
You just being a straight fucking hater. I'm gonna keep you like that. Woke motherfuckers are straight haters because at the end of the day, right? They only care about one individual
and themselves.
And that's the woke dumb motherfucker.
Let me say this real quick. Her and I ain't gonna lie, she's dumb. And the reason why I say she's dumb, she's up there looking at her perception of what she think Will Smith and Denzel is like. She never actually sat down and said, son, let me pull these brothers, let me get a person, a middleman, to pull these brothers to the side and see where they head at.
Well, another thing too is like, people think you're not doing anything if you don't show everybody you're doing something. You don't know how many people that they put in position, they employ. It's the same thing, because you know what, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you who kind of, it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, because our rappers, our black rappers, they love to say they put everybody on. They like to say that they grabbed everybody from the hood, they in their entourage, they employed all these people. When black actors don't do the same, people don't think that they're doing it because they're not glorifying it. Sometimes you don't have to glorify it.
That's my thing. Why do you have to televise and broadcast everything?
Because people think that people want validation.
This is social media.
Yeah.
That's what they all
Everybody
do.
wants you to validate something in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if it's fake, they want you to act like
social media is a trap.
At the end of the day, they want you to see it, and the ones that's silent are the ones that don't like when my man put up this week, why my closest friends, family, associates, why they haven't reposted none of my right? And I had to sit there and I think about it, right? That's the funniest shit, because most of the people that's doing it not even our friends. You know what I mean? They people that just coming in, and it's like, yo, that's the whole shit. This is a person that's in the media of entertainment together will shit on another person of color because you don't see it. But then you got another person that's not even of your color, like, keep doing it. I like this.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
But I do got a question. Back to this this Gangsta Boo topic that we talking about. I'm trying to figure out at what point did this all change for women?
What year?
Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, the point.
Project Pat.
I'm talking the
Gangsta Boo.
I'm talking about the
point of chicken head.
I'm talking about the point of.
You know what it was?
No, but I'm talking about the point of, like, back when we were younger. You saw how the women act with Cosby's, different world, and the things of nature. How women were to where they at now.
Because they grew up kept watching Good Times.
What I'm just saying, but where they at now, where they so hardcore, they so outspoken in a negative way. Like,
I'm gonna tell you something.
Like having some form of class doesn't mean anything no more. Well, and it bothers me because I say, when they talk about men and a lot of things that they say about men, they absolutely be right about. They absolutely be right about men. To my opinion, men still should be gentlemen. Men still need to respect women. Practice chivalry and do those. Hold on, let me get finished. I'm just saying. Let me get finished. Let me get finished. Like, for real. Like, they want us to do these things and think that Ark made a great point when he said this last year. That's just stuck in my head. he said the women's movement is great, but they want us to stay prehistoric and stuck back in the day. But my thing is that like you want us to still do those things, but the things that we require, that we want out of a good woman, we can't get anymore.
No, they don't want to do that. They said that, you know, that's what they're evolving from. Like you don't have to be a weak woman to.
That's why they run
to
around
practice.
I think it's getting mixed up because I try to tell people all the time. Michelle Obama was the prime example of a strong black woman.
Everything.
Yeah, she's
but
a prime example.
Submissive too.
Exactly, because she's like the prime example. When you look at her, you see no weakness whatsoever.
At all.
You saw a strong woman and you saw a strong husband that was raising a strong family.
Yep.
And she knew the roles, and when she
Even
had
with
to
this
address
son, the
when she
daughter's
had to
getting
address
high.
her husband
still
or he
smooth.
had to address her if they had any issues,
She was behind
it was
closed
help
doors.
behind doors.
Behind
It wasn't
closed doors.
it wasn't
That's
for
how it's
nobody
supposed to
else business. It was held behind closed doors,
So
and that's the way things
can I give a
should be.
disclosure real quick?
Uh-huh.
So all y'all on Facebook, Instagram, and all these social media sites saying that, you know, Michelle Obama is your idol, Michelle Obama, that you live that rule, stop lying to yourself.
At all, but what I'm saying, and that's 110% true because it's like
who is saying they Michelle
first and
Obama?
foremost, it's a respect. It's a respect for the marriage. Like the fact that she a woman, she acknowledges her husband is the first black man to hold that position in high office like that. She knew that she had to carry herself in a different way because the whole world was looking at her.
Yeah.
Like if she came out and she was a straight scumbag whore,
She's been a square though since they met.
it would have been over out here. It would have been
Oh,
no
yeah.
hope for women out here.
Yeah.
No hope.
Like Trump.
Like look at Trump wife. She's a whore.
A whore.
Call her what it is.
He's certified.
She's a
Certified. She got a history. She has a
The
past.
thing is, he's a whore. He can't even commit to anything himself. I don't know how many marriages he has. You know what I'm saying? But he can't even commit to certain things on a level right now, and people respect him as a president. And I don't understand that either because first of all, he won that shit by mistake.
No,
he didn't think he was going to win.
Listen, no. See, listen,
that's
no.
when they say he won.
No.
Yo,
no, listen.
When he said he won,
Listen.
you seen his
He didn't
face.
think he was gonna win.
He looked at
I
his,
knew he was gonna win.
this guy
Listen.
like.
You have to understand this. Don't
You want this
listen.
for
Let me
real?
tell y'all something. Don't fall for it
He a
because
businessman
because the public vote does not determine
I know.
who wins.
He
It's
won
the
exactly.
it's
Electoral.
the electoral votes.
And the electoral votes is everything that he said that he was going to help.
Here's my thing. So you
And
really
he
mean to
closed
tell me?
everything.
So you really mean to tell me that in politics of all places, that they didn't already discuss that before that shit even started? Who they was going to make president?
Well, he went in
You
there.
don't think he
went to the electoral
before we even voted,
counties.
they already made a decision on who they was going to get.
He went to the electoral states though and promised the electoral states at every jump.
It doesn't matter.
Pennsylvania is one of the electoral states, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
He went there and said that he was going to keep open their coal mines, right? He said that. I'm going to keep open your coal mines. Since then, Pennsylvania was like, oh, they didn't even want to hear nobody else.
Listen, but
And
here's
now
the
them
thing.
shit's all closed up.
Yeah, but listen, here's the thing. What I'm
It's
trying to say is
promises.
that it doesn't matter what he say to the people at the coal mine. It's all a game. That's why it's called politics. They doing what they have to do, but the ones who make the decisions, they friends. They
Right,
associates. They
the
deal with each other every day.
electoral vote
Exactly.
for Pennsylvania
They
was a
already-
coal miner.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
what I'm saying is that they already
Touch your heart.
made their decision prior to the votes being done. It's just a role that they
It was
just
a whole
play.
point
Gonna
of
punch
it
something
was
there,
a
yo?
whole point that, you know what I mean, we gave them this black guy.
Uh-huh.
Now we gotta get good old American boy back in there.
What was you getting ready to say?
Good old redneck.
Well, we can say the same thing about Hillary, Gangsta Boo.
Uh-huh.
Gangsta boo, shit, gangsta boo.
Hillary. Yo, you see that joint? You see how
She
she
came
was
out there with the whole red outfit
Yep.
like Suge Knight.
Uh,
She came out there with all the rappers
You
and
already
stuff.
know.
Yo,
She
she
was
was
like,
Death Row.
She was like this West Side.
Came there like Death Row,
And
Death
again-
Row Hillary.
and again, the whole Clinton with the black son.
Yo,
oh,
hey,
That
Hey.
you saw that?
I didn't see that.
No. Go on.
I don't know how true it is, but it's
listen. No. I watched the whole thing. That boy looked
exactly like
Bill Clinton.
Like
exactly.
he looked like Bill
his
Clinton.
aunt told the story because it's his mother. And back in the day when he was the governor,
he won a second DNA test.
Back in the day when he was the governor. Listen, when he was the governor in Arkansas, his Clinton was messing around with prostitutes. Is the dude mother he had a liking to. He got pregnant, and then when they came to tell Clinton they got pregnant, this is what the aunt saying. This is what the aunt was saying back then. No. This ain't current. This is old footage before we even had.
Is it fact or propaganda?
No, this shit look like fact to me.
This there you go right there. He do look a little bit.
Listen.
But he look like Ross Perot.
Hold on. Stop playing. No, but listen. When the aunt was telling them, you gotta look at the time. You gotta look at the time and then the type of people that's telling this. This situation was way a long time ago before fucking YouTube and social media. This video is old video back before social media that was hidden and put away. The aunt was saying that when they was living with the aunt. And when they came up and told Clinton about it, she said that Hillary Clinton, when he was the governor, listen, he said when Hillary Clinton, when Clinton was the governor, they jumped over the fence and went up to the governor's house and told him about it. They said that when the security kicked them off, they started sending the aunt money. But then when he ran for president, guess what happened? They cut it off and then took the kids and put them in group homes.
I'm gonna tell you like this: is not far fetched because
a lot
of white politician men have had side babies with black women.
Listen,
and it's gone back to slavery time.
They went and moved in
I don't really think that is slavery. I just think that I don't really think that it's just. Listen,
white men don't like women.
We heard some stories about Bill Clinton.
It don't have nothing to do with slavery. At the end of the day, a man wants something other different than what he's used to. And when a white man sees a black woman, he gonna look and go, it's exotic because it's the unknown. It's no different than a black dude trying to smash a white chick or any other chick.
In the heart of Harlem, bro. They moved in the heart of Harlem. They used to have to come out the building with nothing but black people around. He loves black women, so he clapped her, yeah.
Well, I mean, you remember
Opie looks like him, cuz.
I gotta see the DNA.
You remember when Chris Rock
they did do a DNA test, but he was just like, I didn't do no DNA test. They came out and told the public back then when he was running for president that the DNA test came back he wasn't the father. He said, I never did a DNA test.
This guy saying it says man claiming to be Bill Clinton's son wants the second DNA test.
Man, that's crazy, man. Y'all got me all talking about Bill Clinton.
I know, we supposed to be on Gangsta
talking about these sisters dropping.
He was saying because the Gangsta Boo was Hillary
Clinton. I know, because she sucked the dugs on the aunt, Had her broke a leg and everything.
Well, look, Hillary a boss, yo.
Hillary a boss.
She definitely gets shit.
She the one that told us about the super predator.
Yo, but she's a different level of a gangster boo, Like the stuff that I heard about her and her politics running, but again,
Nancy
like I say, I gave
too,
her props because she did what she was supposed to. Listen, she did what she's supposed to do. She protected her man and his reputation.
Facts. Yeah, that's facts. She's still doing it. So even after he caught the head.
You're crazy. So let's wrap it up though. So where do we go from here? As far as the women, like what are we doing? How can we get them back to No, you can bounce it off. Like how can we get them back to not playing that street life and us not burying them too early?
I mean, you gotta get burnt. They gotta get burnt enough times to where.
What, gonorrhea?
No, you know what I mean. Like so far as like getting locked up, listen, the game has its casualties. And after a while, you keep on seeing body after body. You're like, you know what? I don't think this shit for me. I don't want to do.
So you think it's gonna take? You think it's gonna somebody gonna have to be taught a lesson like a woman gonna have to? They gonna have to physically see women get time like the judge got to tell them they got 89 years.
That's not gonna change. Listen, that's not gonna change nothing. Gangster boos are like crack and drugs. They ain't going nowhere. Once you set that standard into society, is a wrap. It's a part of society to them. The only way you ever gonna get rid of anything is if you exterminate everything and start all over.
My thing, I think we can have a little change, but I think it starts
a little
with us.
change.
I think it starts with us because
with the men, right? Because that's what I was ready to say. That's what I was ready to say prior to Andy talking. Is that I just think that the women could no longer depend on men doing what they supposed to do, that over time, this whole big transition just took place.
But I love Queen of the South though. Because
I don't know if it, because that's why I say, like I said, with this whole movement and how women have taken over the bad characteristics of a bad guy, of a bad guy, a no good guy, everything that you didn't like about men, you can find in women today.
Men gotta find some standards, and when a young man come up with some standards, and he meet a young lady, and she talking that shit, and he tell her like, look, I'm on a different path in life. I don't accept that. I don't care that you the best blunt roller out here. I don't care that you know how to pop guns and you know how to break down a pack and all that. That ain't the type of woman I want. Enough men start doing it, and we start teaching enough of these young boys to have standards like that.
Yeah,
we can have a little change.
So I agree with that. We definitely could get some change if people willing to stand up and like, look, man, you don't have to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? But if you in the hood, some of them don't even listen to older people.
When you in the hood,
that's the thing.
And you see a chick that's popping off at the mouth, got a gutter mouth and everything under the sun for these dudes in the hood, and then this chick sitting on dubs with this tight body suit, butt sticking out the room.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
it's going to lure the dude right in the smash anyway.
But you gotta think though. We had that when we was coming up. We were just not popular. Like, oh, shorty got the. We had that coming up.
What?
Ass.
Not like this.
No, because it's not all real. So
it doesn't matter.
But the ones that did have ass, they were still getting cracked, and people were still they were just being used as the decoy.
Yeah, but listen.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody a decoy.
Listen, it was not the same, bro.
It's not the same now because it's not real.
What are you talking about?
These asses ain't real.
I'm not talking about the ass. I'm just talking about. See what happens when you get on ass.
Let's stay focused.
No, some people can't stay focused
because it goes back to what I was saying. He basically, if you tell them like, yo, that ass don't mean shit. Those titties don't mean shit.
It's hard when he's staring at that.
Why do you
think these chicks on Instagram get so many likes? You can say all that shit.
Weak-minded.
That's the point.
You weak.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, until you instill some strong-willed wilderness into some men,
we saying with that, like if that's the first thing that attracts you,
then you phony as shit.
No, that's the first thing that attracts me. It's like the titties and the ass, but then I've been turned off just by the personality and the conversation. Where that titties and ass don't mean anything.
That's all you got. That's phony.
I'll be looking at the
until we find them all.
And dudes deal with, I can't understand it.
Until a few glasses of Hennessy, then.
If I gotta get the Hennessy to want to fuck you, you already trash. I'm already dug your whole life.
Man, y'all crazy,
just
man.
Skipping
let's
past
wrap.
everything.
See, we got to wrap this up. Go ahead,
I hear you,
go ahead, Andy, give your final thoughts and your social media information.
Listen, my final thoughts are this, man. Stop trying to be Griselda Blanco, all right? Leave that shit alone.
Google her.
What's her name again?
Griselda Blanco.
Spell that for them.
No. Don't try to. You know he couldn't spell it. He tried to get you.
And you supposed to be on my team.
I am on your team. I actually meant spell it, but I was like, damn, I don't know if I can spell it too.
Well, check out
Risselba.
Yep.
And he Googled
that. Yeah, check out and
I already know how to spell it.
Don't live that type of lifestyle, ladies. Anyway, you can check me out on Instagram, Andy McFly, up on Facebook, Andy McFly.
Go ahead, Flesh.
Yeah, mine is Flesh Day. That's PHLESDAY.
Go ahead, Conway.
You already know, man. That's 83 Conway, man. And stop being a gangster boo, man. If you don't want to get popped in the head and you want to make sure your kids can eat and they don't grow up in foster care, I'm just keeping it real. And you don't want to worry about somebody kicking in your door and your friends putting on RIP t-shirts and everybody sad. Don't pick up the streets.
So this was the end. All right, that's what to say. One thing
you
before
wasn't paying attention.
Before I close it
you
off,
had jokes
before
about
listen,
spell that,
I
spell
know. Before
this.
I close it
Spell
off,
that.
I just want to say this
Stop that.
to the ladies out here that's actually listening to this, that's living that lifestyle. How do you picture yourself if you do want to live to be an older woman? Picture how you want your life to be. Do you still want it to be the street shit, or do you actually really want to have a peaceful life with a good man and some kids, or even maybe just a good man like to be with, or a good woman, whatever you want. I'm saying at the end of your life, the decision that you make today, you're gonna have to suffer for them later on in life. So I just suggest you just choose the right path, but that street life ain't good for nobody.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm gonna piggyback off that too. Like, all the young men out here that's, going ahead and kind of leaning on a woman to help them live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You pushing shorty to a early grave, and you really don't love her. You know what I mean? You don't really care about her future. You need to, push your women to bake cookies, not flip pies in the street. So, that being said, follow me.
Hey, big cookies in there.
On Eric. It's Eric 410 on Instagram, ERICK 410, and Mr. Dawson 101 on Twitter. And it's been another edition of Imperfect Sense. See y'all next time.
Big cookies, don't put pies in the shit.
Yeah. That's it.